What's up, guys? It is Jameson, and
Jada Laree.
yeah, I'm with Big Sis today on Mother's Day, and I wanted to kind of switch it up today, kind of have a more outside scenic position on my camera, and yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff, some topics and shit.
If you didn't know, we're certified yappers. So we talk about just things that people are scared to talk about. We talk about to each other. Sometimes it's hard to talk to other people because you just don't know how they're going to look at you. But, we're brought up by the same parents, so we have a lot of the same views. So my boyfriend's been saying we should do like a podcast. I don't know if we want to do a podcast or anything, but we do want to just kind of like show people like as brothers and sisters what we're talking about and just be open and not scared of judgment because a lot of things that we're thinking, I feel like people are also thinking, but they're scared to say it. So, yeah. You guys get like a peek into our minds.
Yeah, I also agree with that. We are very open-minded people, especially when we share our own ideas that we don't
Yes.
necessarily tell the public.
Yes, and we're
Uh,
very free spirited and individuals. I don't know, we don't
yeah.
have herd mindsets. Like, just because you all are thinking this and believe it, we're like, but like, why? Like, we are very much free spirited. I literally have free spirit tatted on me. I've always been that way. I kind of just moved to the beat of my own drums. So, that's us. The street.
The funny part about that is in going online and whatnot, sharing our ideas, we think we're the only ones until you find other like-minded people. I started realizing that with social media.
Yes.
You can find other individuals with your mindset, and it's kind of cool. You don't feel like you're so alone in that individualistic ideals and topics.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah, because there's still a lot of people out here that are individuals, but a lot of the time we see the herd mindsets, and I'm just glad that we're not that way because maybe at one point in our lives we were, but as we've grown, like I'm 26, Jameson is 22,
22. Yep.
gonna be 23 in September. So yeah, like we're getting older. Like, just say how you feel. Like, it's no harm in that. I kind of have realized it's good to speak your mind and just have an opinion versus just being so
With
agreeable.
safeguards.
I'm
With
not
safe.
gonna lie.
Nah, you're
Agreeable
different than
people
me.
annoy me.
That
like,
is true. That is
I
true.
don't like people that just hold on.
Yeah.
I don't like people that agree with everything. Like, do you have an opinion? Do you have your own mind? Like, speak your own mind because people respect that. And I'm learning as a 26-year-old, that's something I admire, especially with friends. Like, I'm learning that I'm drawing closer to people that have their own opinion and they're not just agreeing just because that person agreed. Like, I'm going to speak my mind, you speak your mind, and it's okay if we agree to disagree. Like, that's friendship. And we can talk about friendship too after the first topic.
I agree with you because the number one person I hate is a yes man.
I
Can't stand because
I don't like
I tell people no all the time and they can't stand me for doing that. But like I'm always pushing my boundaries. I do what I like to do for real. Yeah, but yes man, I know people they just do whatever their friends do and stuff like that. It's
annoying.
pretty whack. Yeah, it's
And it's like,
if you're gonna be a real man, I'm just saying you can't be saying yes to every single thing that's thrown by you, your friends, your family, because you're never gonna be happy.
you're never going to be happy. You cannot please everybody.
Yeah,
At
and I'm
some point,
slowly learning that.
yeah, and at some point you have to realize I'm living like my own life. I only have one life. We do not know when we're going to leave this earth. So I just feel like just live your own life, and once you stand up for the first time for yourself, you're going to be like, "Ooh, this is how it feels? Like, this is easy.
Yeah,
I can do this all the time." Like,
that's the mode of it.
yes.
Is being that true, authentic version of you.
Yes.
And it's harder. It's definitely better told than like actually acting on it, for sure.
It can be hard.
Yeah, it's not easy, but I think being the most authentic version of you is probably the most satisfying.
I agree.
Not probably, it is.
It is.
It
It's
is the
very
most satisfying.
It
Yeah,
feels
so
good. You feel like your true self. And like I said, I wasn't always like this. I guess we're gonna start talking about friendships first.
yeah,
And, like,
we were supposed to
yeah.
talk about club culture, but I said that the gloves are off. We could talk about anything in this video because I
Yeah.
just wanted to do the first podcast as like just, a little bit of everything, who we are as people, stuff in
So
that
let's
nature.
talk about it.
Friendships. You can start.
Friendship.
You can start on that.
Friendship, y'all. Okay. So
Yeah.
I've been through a journey with friendships, okay? I definitely have a lot of long-term friendships. I would say I have a lot of girlfriends. Would you say I have a lot of girlfriends? I'd say I do have a lot of friends. I'm not like a girl that's like I have no friends. But it took me a while to get here. So I've been in 2 serious relationships. The one I'm currently in now, and then one before this. Well, I was in one in high school, but we're gonna count it just because it taught me a lot.
It was a diet relationship.
It was a diet
Yeah,
relationship,
let's just
okay?
say that.
I was like 15 years old, and I always say when I have kids, like when I have a daughter, like, girl, do not take a high school relationship serious. Just go to college, be free by yourself. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I did get into a relationship at a young age, but it taught me so much. Like,
And how old were you? That was like
I was
17.
like 15 when I got in my first relationship at Romulus
The
High
diet
School.
one or the
The diet one.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're a little kid.
Yeah, I was
for
like
sure.
a child. And I definitely went through that phase where it was just like my man, like barely wanted to hang out with my friends, just was all about my boyfriend. And I also lost a friend due to that. I'm not gonna say it was only my fault, because she had her issues too, but we did get into it over like something that had to do with my relationship and my man disrespecting my friends. So that really taught me to like cherish your friendships. And then it kind of it led into my second relationship that I went into from high school into college. And I would say I had my own friends, but we were all in a friend group together. Like, I had my little friends outside of it, but I didn't have like a true sisterhood. And now, moving fast forward to like 26, like I really cherish friendships. Like,
Friendships are important.
friendships are important.
Yeah,
I am not the type of girl that's like up under my man 24/7. No, if you don't get out of that man's presence and live your own life, because it's like your life just shouldn't revolve around a man. Do not revolve your life around no relationship. I do not care.
I'm not gonna lie.
Even when you're married, you need to have friends, okay? Because that is your outlet, that's your sisterhood, and you should treat friendships just like, I'm not going to say just like a relationship, but I know a lot of women kind of just write their friends off, or like see their friends. I know some girls that say, I see my friends every 5 months. That is not real friend. Okay. Because you said that too. Okay.
Yeah, let me get my take on that. Because one thing I can say, it is a different. I know what you're talking about because we've talked about this in the past, but I do have friends that I've not hit up in like 2 months, but when we do link up, it's like, like when we first like have even been talking, like it's just we start playing catch up, and it's just great to be like that, to catch up with them.
But you also have other friends that you talk to a lot. Now
Every
it's different when all of your friends you do that. I think that's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have like a few friends that happens, like that's normal.
Yeah, because I can't be around everybody all at once, but I do definitely love catching up. And lately, I've been really playing catch up, being the reach out guy. Like how have you been? How has life been? Because I'm like, damn, I haven't talked to you in like 3 months. That's 3 or 4 months. That's like a summer,
A
you
lot
know?
can happen.
A lot could happen. Your life could completely change. So you definitely got to reach out to the people that, you love, and they'll probably reciprocate, hopefully.
Yeah.
And yeah, just stuff like that. So.
And that's how you build a village, like
a relationship, with people.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah,
realizing the
it's important.
older I get, like when I get married, I want to have a village. Even before I have kids, like I want to have just like friends that are cool with my man, and like I'm cool with their man. Like it's literally like a village. Because think about it, like when you get proposed to, if your friend don't talk to your man, or if your friends don't talk to each other, like how would that work out? Like he wouldn't even know who to reach out to and who to invite. Like I just feel like everybody should be cordial, because then it's not awkward vibes. Like personally, I'm a friend mixer.
You are.
I like mix my friends, and
I do the
some
same.
people don't do that, but like I don't think you have to separate everybody. It can get weird sometimes, because listen, I don't have the perfect friendships, okay? And I'm gonna be the first to say that, like, which is okay. And I feel like people are so into cancel culture. They're like, oh, she did this to me, I'm cutting her off. But are you cutting that man off when he cheats on you? Because you're not cutting him off, okay? And I just feel like friendship should be looked at as like brother and sister or sister and sister relationships, like siblings. Because me and Jameson, sometimes he be getting on my nerve and he be annoying me, but then like
we'll never cut each other
we never
off.
cut each other off. Like, so why do you cut off like friends so quickly? Like, unless you do me wrong and we like fight, like fist fight, and I'm not a fighter. Like, I'm very much a person that is able to talk things out. Like, I've never been in a fight before.
We're pretty reasonable people.
Yeah, we're reasonable. Like,
standpoint.
Y'all, I've had some beef with my friends. Even my best friend, like, I'm gonna get vulnerable. Me and my best friend had gotten to it a little bit over something she said. And we talked about it, and we're over it now. Like, everything doesn't have to be so deep. Like, y'all just are really bad at forgiving. I think that's what it really is. When you can't forgive, of course you cut people off because you're emotionally immature and you don't know how to talk things out. And I think that you should talk things out.
That's a real thing you said, though. Emotional maturity is like
huge.
It's probably one of the biggest things these past couple of years I've been looking into. I'm like, okay.
And when people say, I've never had a disagreement with my friend, I'm like, are y'all really friends? Like, there's no way you guys agree on every single thing. Even me and you.
Those be them, that yes man mentality.
Those are, yes.
Yeah, because there's some people who let others lead and they never, I might as well take the mic. There's some people that they let others lead and they never lead themselves. And that's back to the yes man mentality. A lot of people are they claim that they're non-confrontational people, but really you're just submitting all the time. That's really what you're doing.
I feel like when people say I'm non-confrontational, that is a sign of weakness.
If you want to get goals in your life, you have to be confrontational, and confrontation does not necessarily always mean a bad thing.
It's not a
There's good confrontations. You gotta realize that.
I feel like, and when people say that, like when people say I'm non-confrontational, and I'm not gonna lie, I've said this in the past. When I was like in my early 20s, I used to be like, I'm just a non-confrontational person. But now that I'm older, it's just, you don't know how to talk things out, and you don't know how to face people, and you don't know how to move past things. If you cannot confront your friend or talk about something and move on from it, you have some inner work to do, which is okay. I was there at some point.
I'm still working on it as an individual for sure. Yeah,
and it's awkward. I get it. It's awkward. But if you're going to be true friends in this life and ride for each other, you have to like move past that. And I'm just glad that I've moved past that, because I used to be the same way, and going through some like friendship drama has definitely like made me come out of that, because Jameson's witnessed it. I'm not gonna like talk about it because like I love my friends.
That shit was rough.
It was rough. I was very much so like, fuck these hoes. Like, I'm good. I don't want to fuck with you. You can bleep that out because I'm definitely cursing. But yeah, like you have to move past it, and you might be mad in the situation, but just get over it. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I'm glad you really spoke on that emotional intelligence, being able to speak up. You definitely, growing up, you're probably the one who told me the most not to care. I remember that all the time. You'd be like, Jameson, who cares? Do this, do that.
Which
being
I
the big sister.
Do feel like some things you shouldn't care about, but
I am a very caring guy. I will say that, and
which is good.
I think my life the past 3 years have been a testament to trying to loosen up for sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
We're drinking watermelon juice, by the way.
Yeah.
Made by our mother.
Yeah, the shit's fire. I already finished it. I put some lemon lime electrolytes into it. It's pretty heat, but yeah. Hey, I think that this is a pretty good first podcast. Yeah, I like this. Yeah.
Do you want to move on to our next topic, or do you have anything else to close out about friendships?
So the last part, back to when you were talking about how some people let their entire relationship overturn their friendships that they do have for their significant other.
You mean like being up under their man or woman, just hanging
man
out
or
with them
woman?
all the time?
Yeah. I had a friend who kind of did that. He kind of is getting out of it, and you know who I'm talking about. And literally, he would not even talk to us anymore after.
Which is insane.
Yeah, he would kind of hit me up, but the other guys, they were like, Jameson, he only like talks to you every once in a while, and they're like, damn, like I kind of miss him, like I kind of want to see him, know how he's doing from time to time. We're like best friends for years, and now he's just off the face of the planet, and it's just like,
I think it's selfish.
it's a little bold to do that to everybody, but
and sometimes it's not even like a they don't mean it, like it's not like I'm intentionally doing
he's
it.
not doing it because he still loves everybody, but he's just like closed off now. You can't get to him.
Yeah, so. And it kind of comes off as that you're not aware, which can kind of be a bad thing, because when it comes to relationships, yeah, you love them, it's all honeymoon phase, but like when you break up, you act like each other don't exist. Like all my exes, I'm not going to say I don't act like they don't exist, but I don't talk to them. Like, you move on. And when it comes to friendships, those are forever.
I still feel like, though, you're good standing with all your past relationships for the most part.
Well, I've only had one.
You've only you haven't had that many, but I'm saying for the ones that you haven't had much of, you're still pretty good.
I'm not.
Yeah, you're cool with them.
Yeah, I would never walk past them and act like you don't exist unless you did something crazy to me.
Yeah, so and that's back to emotional intelligence. Closing out on that sector is being able to speak with people, act like adults. Not everything needs to be like you just
so beefed out.
Yeah, everybody's so beefed out these days, and I think that's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing.
Yeah.
And we're not sitting here acting like we're perfect. Like I said, I'm 26 now, y'all. I've been through phases where I kind of just wanted to be that non-confrontational person, but I'm thankful for the trials I've had in my friendships, because it actually brings you closer to your friends. Like when you get into it over something and then you move on and just be like how you were again, it's sisterhood.
Yeah. It's brother-sister.
And me and Chanel talked about this. Shout out to Chanel. She's been my friend since me and Chanel have been friends since elementary school.
Yeah.
We've actually never fallen out. Well, she also is long distance, but not saying you have to fall out with your friends to be real friends. But if it does happen, just know it's okay. Talk about it, get through it. Unless they did something like terribly wrong to where you cannot get over it, just get over it and move on, and you'll be fine. It's not the end of the world.
That was well articulated.
Thank you.
So the next topic, this was really what the video was supposed to be about, but we kind of just went on a tangent.
Authenticity.
Yeah, authenticity, honestly. Black club social culture. We were talking about how we'll be at the club and we noticed that a lot of people don't like to dance and like have fun. There's a lot of people who just have on their buffs, their Cartier glasses, have on their J's. Like they'll be iced out, they be smooth with it, but then they'll just be posted up at the club acting too cool and whatnot. And I'm just like, bro, just like have fun. Like I'll go to the club and I go to Ann Arbor and U of M, and I'll peep all the kids of other races. They're all having fun dancing at the club. The Indian, the white kids, the Asians, they'll be having fun dancing, and then the black kids are just like kind of just posted up like they're too cool for it. I'm like, bro, just relax, let your arms down, like let your shoulders rest and have some fun. Like, you know, so
it's weird because so me and Jameson have two different views, because I'm 26, so I'm kind of like moving past the college phase. Yeah. Jameson's still in the college era. So I'm downtown Detroit a lot. Like that's where I go to party. Literally, that's like the only place to party. And I've noticed a shift. I'm not gonna say it's just on black people. It's really the way clubs are set up. When you go to like all the black places, and I'm a name drop, Society, Annex, Trust, Society. We don't want a fucking booth, okay? We do not want a section. We just want a dance floor. Like, why is everything so centered around booths? Like, it just gives elitism.
Yeah,
it's very elitist, and if you know me, I'm not an elitism person. Like, I don't like
thing.
Yeah.
It's like whoever could get the biggest bottle, the biggest booth,
Who's has the bottle girls coming back and forth, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then now people are feeling forced to get
And
sections
I'm
and
gonna have
stuff.
to like kind of hold it back
Oh.
just so it's not too loud.
Oh, it's gonna be like making
yeah,
that noise.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's just like who can spend the most money, and it also, like, I feel like the club is a place to mingle. You're supposed to mingle and like have fun and meet new people.
Mhm.
If I'm in a section and you in a section over there, how are we mingling with anybody? You're just with who you came with. Like, I feel like it's
And
changed.
it promotes a cliquish vibe in a club, and that's not what my ideal of a club is. Not to have a cliquish vibe, it's to be with the people in the community.
Yes.
That's what I like most in clubs. So when I walk in and everybody's just to themselves and their friend groups and their booths, it kind of turns me off with the club atmosphere. But that's
Yeah.
just me.
It
So,
turns me off as well, which is why a lot of the time we're at Deluxe Flux. Like, Deluxe Flux is a popular club in Detroit, and it's in like the alleyway. It's very mixed. You got black people, you got white people. I don't know if I've seen Asians. There probably is some Asians out there.
Deluxe Flux is very diverse though.
It's
'cause They got a lot
diverse.
of Wayne State college kids too.
Yeah, that's
So
what it is.
It's a mixture for sure.
It's a mixture, but guess what the key factor is? There's only one section, y'all. One section, and it's like right next to the DJ booth. So if the entire club is mingling, like, you're with people, you're next to people, you're turning up, you're dancing, like,
Right.
it's a good time, and they're still making money. I have not been to one black club or club that's owned by a black person that is like that. And that's why I really want to open my own club, because I really feel like we could change the narrative.
What would we call our first club? Street life?
Oh, I don't know. But I just would want it to be like no sections. And if it is, I want it to be like Deluxe Flux, where there's only one section.
I feel that. Yeah, because the club is a place that the club is definitely a place that you just get up and talk to people.
Yeah, it's just have fun. Like,
yeah, and then
I don't like the vibes, and I just want better for us as black people. It makes me sad because, like you said, like, you see all these white kids and they're just having a ball and
Yeah,
they're
it's
just having
just like
fun. We think
every-
we're too good for everything, when it's crazy because we're the minority. We're
but-
like
but
minorities,
in
but we
that
think
though-
we're too good for everything.
in that though, the minorities, even the other races, are still like they're still up and getting it and
Like,
mingling and having fun. It's
Black-
I'm not gonna say it's all the black kids, because I mean
It's
I get up and dance.
African-American.
I get up and dance
So do
personally,
I.
but it's definitely the inner city urban. That's the best way for me to put it. The
Yeah.
urban kids
I agree.
who don't want to be like, you know what I'm saying.
Do you feel like phones have to do a lot with it? Social media?
So that's a whole nother video, honestly. Our culture and social media is playing it, but I think social media has something to do with every aspect of our lives right now.
I think
pretty
so,
much.
too.
Yeah, it's changed a lot of things.
It has. You
Yeah.
want to get mom? I want her to.
No, mom doesn't want to be in the video.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah, I asked her. She said,
Ooh.
yeah.
Well, y'all, we were talking to my mom, and she was like, when we were at the club, we were dancing. She said for them to feel sexy, they used to wear like a cami underneath their blazer. Like, y'all, if you didn't know, back then, business casual was like club wear. They
Yeah.
were like wearing suits to the
And
club.
it's like, I'm talking about like 2010 type stuff.
Yes.
They were like wearing like.
They
had
were
that
not,
shit on, for
yeah,
real.
they were like a little more covered up, more modest. And she was saying like a little off the shoulder or like a cami underneath their blazer. That was sexy to them. Sexy to us is see-through dresses, super short.
Right.
It's crazy. It's about to die.
Nah.
Okay.
I was just checking the.
Oh, the frame.
Yeah, camera type stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, y'all, like, me and Jameson have so much in the works.
Yeah,
like,
when I tell you,
we're just so much. I'm not gonna say we're better than this generation. I just feel like we're tapped into a different level of mindset when it comes to certain things.
And I definitely think our main goal is trying to find more like-minded individuals who
Yes.
share that. Because listen, y'all, if you want to be good in this life, you have to put that work in. When I was all chubby and fat, I got in the gym, I think I lost like 30 to 40 pounds, and I was
You're
looking
slimmer.
good. I'm slimmer now. I'm not where I want to be, but I I think if you want results, you have to go through that rush of just trying to get better. And at some point, you got to level up and be better than your average guy, because your average guy and girl, they're not working out. A lot of people do not work out, and a lot of people aren't reading, learning new things,
I need to start reading. I don't be reading, y'all. I need to read more often.
See, I've been reading this past year was the first year in I think 5 or 6 since 5 or 6 years ago when I was reading, that I'm like, okay, let me start reading books.
See, that's good.
And it calms me down, honestly.
It's something different than just being on your phone and watching TV, because I'm very much like a YouTube TV show person.
You're a YouTube head for sure.
I'm a YouTube head down to the bone. I love YouTube so much. So I have been starting a book that mom gave me. It's called A Piece of Cake. It's actually really good. I just have to sit down and just read. Sometimes it's hard for me to focus.
Yeah, that's probably because our attention spans are so cooked from TikTok. Because, bro, I could be on TikTok, even with reading, I could be on TikTok for 2 hours straight up, and that shit is so good.
I be struggling to read one chapter, y'all.
But then that damn TikTok, you could find anything on there.
You can.
Yeah, it's cooked for sure.
It might be banned soon, y'all.
I did want it to be banned, but now I kind of don't want it to be anymore.
You don't?
Nah,
I'm not gonna
anymore.
say I don't want it to be, but if it was, I don't think
I wouldn't
care
be mad.
that much. Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad.
Because we have so many other YouTube shorts.
But I can't admit though, TikTok is it's probably the most community based one. I feel like I could find the most things I like on TikTok versus Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, just because TikTok's made to be short form content.
Yeah, it's just TikTok. YouTube is YouTube, okay, and then you got YouTube Shorts, and I have so much that I want to say about YouTube Shorts. I just feel like they could do a lot more with the editing process.
Make sure you're not too
sorry. I could do a lot. I mean, they could do a lot more with the editing process and just the whole aspect of YouTube Shorts. I know there's going to be some updates soon just because it's getting more popular. But I love YouTube Shorts. So definitely follow me, y'all. Jada Lurie on YouTube. Check out my YouTube Shorts and my YouTube channel.
I definitely think my only issue with YouTube Shorts as of right now is I love the posting. I love the 60 seconds, all that. It's their internal UI editing system. It's pretty trash. I prefer CapCut or just editing on anything else, Premiere Pro, CapCut, versus their own UI, because it's not up to par with the other social media services.
I'm glad you think that, because I'm is it just me?
Nah, it was garbage.
Sucks.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
They're not on par with that.
They're not.
At all, so, yeah.
Which it makes sense why you should edit on CapCut, because then instead of editing, I'm not gonna lie, it annoys me when I see people post on YouTube Shorts or Instagram and it has the watermark from TikTok and Instagram. Please, I beg of you, just edit on CapCut. That way you can save it and post it to multiple platforms. Do not save your video from Instagram with the watermark and put it on YouTube Shorts. I don't know, it just grinds my gears. I don't like it.
I'm sick you got into the pet peeve of that, but honestly, I do see what you mean, because every time I repost on other media services, I don't like that big glowing TikTok thing on the side, because
it looks
it doesn't look as clean as the other, for sure.
It just, you're on a different app and it says TikTok. It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
So just use CapCut, please. It's for free. You can download it on Apple. I don't know about Androids, but I'm sure you could.
I'm pretty sure CapCut's gotta be.
It has to be.
Hopefully.
What else about club culture? That's all I really have to say.
Also pregame, them club drinks.
Please, pregame.
Yeah, that's one thing. Cause them club drinks, you're gonna spend too much. Cause sometimes they're $10 to $15, when you could just get a bottle and then share it amongst your entire group. Let's say you're coming in rolling 4 or 5 people, then boom, you're in a good spot.
Yes.
And not paying as much for one measly drink. That's a Moscow Mule at the club is $10.
$10.
And I'm
and they're only
2 shots of lick, right?
I'm a bartender, So don't get me started on this topic. I can talk for days. They're playing you guys. When you get a drink at the club, like say like a margarita. A margarita normally has about 2 ounces of alcohol in it. That's more than like those little shooters. So those little shooters that you see at the liquor store, that is not one shot. That's like 1.5.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's a little bit more. But there's 2 ounces in a margarita. They are putting 1 ounce in your drink. You are not going to feel anything off of 1 ounce of alcohol, okay? Unless you are a lightweight or you have placebo with the effect and you think that you're drunk. Like, you're not drunk. So definitely, if you are going to pregame when you get to the destination, don't be driving drunk because we don't condone drunk driving. That's not good. So just, get a bottle, get a chaser or whatever, take some shots. Or you could be like us and get cool with some people at the club to where you can get to the section and then you get free drinks.
That's another thing. You need to find some plugs because, man, we
Shout out to Jahazel.
Our cousins. We need to get him on a podcast someday. That's one of our favorite cousins. He always gets us into the club free. I'm rolling in you more than me, but I probably got into the club like 3 or 4 times because of my cousin, man, and he knows people who know other people. So I always try to get right with people at the club. I always tip, especially if I'm a regular club goer. It's all about networking and building those connections and whatnot.
It's so important because, like, for instance, Jahazel, he's like a ball of energy. Like, Jahazel's like one of my favorite cousins. I'm not gonna lie.
I call him the ultimate fun guy.
He's the ultimate fun guy, and not only is he just a fun guy, like, he shows up.
Yeah.
Like, even my best friend and Jahazel are like really cool now. Like, they've hung out without me, like went to after hours without me and stuff.
Your best friend, which one?
Alexis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Alexis, like, they've like hung out together, and he came to her birthday party at Whirly Ball. Like, he's not just gonna show up for you outside. In the club. He's gonna show up for you outside of the club as well. So I really appreciate that about him because a lot of people don't show up for people. So he'll show up. And
he does. He shows up to everything.
He shows up to everything, and that's why I've definitely made an effort, even when I'm feeling like, I don't really want to talk to people, I don't want to be social. Like, show up for people because they're not, if like, you can't be a person
you
that
gotta want people to show up for you. So then
if you want people to show up for you, you have to show up for them. Because if you don't, like me, if you don't show up for me at all, I'm not coming to your stuff. I'm not, because like, you're not even like reciprocating that energy. So definitely show up for people. And he's gotten us cool with people at the club. Like, we went to the club, me and my 2 friends, on Friday. Didn't pay for nothing. Didn't pay to get in because we knew the bouncer. He walked us in. We knew the DJ that like got a section. They already had a bottle. So it just pays to be nice to people. That brings me into one thing that I was thinking about the other day. So you know how girls, like, if a guy tries to talk to them, they kind of are like mean. Like, if they have a boyfriend. Like, say if a guy's like, hey, like, da-da-da-da, like, can I talk to you, like, shooting their shot? I don't like when women are mean to men. Like, me personally, like, I have a boyfriend. I've been in a relationship for 2
repeat the scenario for me one more time.
So, like, say if you were trying to talk to a girl, Jameson, like, just trying to pursue her, like, out public, you don't know her. And then she's being mean, like ignoring you or being like, nigga, like, leave me alone. I have a nigga, like, just being mean, like, rude. I don't think that's necessary. I'm not rude. I don't do that.
Because there's a thin line between rejecting somebody and being disrespectful.
Trying to embarrass them.
A lot of girls do be doing that. I've seen that happen to a couple of guys.
And that's why I'm not saying this is okay, but men tend to be like, F you, like, you're ugly anyways. It's because you're being mean. Like,
even though
honestly,
that's not acceptable, though.
That's not acceptable. No, I'm saying that's bad. But I also don't think you should be rude because he didn't know you had a girlfriend. I mean, he didn't know you had a boyfriend.
Right.
Like, he's just shooting his shot. And I've just noticed, just be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I have a boyfriend. And they're respectful. Like, they're going to respect that. If they do go further, say, like, I have a boyfriend. Like, no, like, I'm sorry. I cannot. Don't be rude, because I feel like when you are rude, there's a lot of crazy men out here. And you can put yourself in a very dangerous scenario. So, personally, I've never experienced that. And I just say, like, I appreciate you. you shot your shot. You didn't know I had a man. So, yeah. So, the ladies, just don't be mean because then they want to be aggressive. So, just kill them with kindness.
Hey, okay. Kill them
That's
with
something I've learned.
kindness. Yeah. Yeah, that is something, huh?
How you feel about rejection as a man?
I've won some and lost some, honestly. But getting rejected it's cool. I mean, sometimes they just be like, I have a boyfriend, or they just be like, no, and then it's like, okay, on to the next. You just kind of move on.
Literally on to the next.
Yeah, it's just, I'm trying to think if I ever encountered a girl who's been truly disrespectful.
Rude. I was gonna say like.
I feel like I kind of have. Like, they'll just be like nah, like kind of like that. But I don't think I've ever had like true like outlandish. Like, I've seen some guys, like, they get holed the fuck out of. Like, they're like
dubbed like a burger.
dubbed like a burger. Yes, bro. Because one time I remember one of my friends told me about this guy who got rejected at a club that they were at. He was trying to, it was like a twerk bash or whatever, right? It was high school.
Okay.
And then she turned around and said, I will never twerk on a nigga like you.
Oh
And
my
then she took her
God.
glasses off, said, fuck no. And then, like, she did that loud as fuck in the middle of the club,
That's so
just in
mean.
front of everybody. Everybody was like, damn.
See, and I feel like women sometimes
I
act
was
like
like-
men don't have feelings. Like,
And it's just like,
we're gonna save that topic for another day. The whole like 50-50 and like using men. That's gonna be another topic, but I just don't think
And-
that's okay. Men have feelings.
and it's
too.
crazy because I feel like when you do see men hoeing the fuck out of women on the internet, then everybody's going crazy.
Everybody's
But then
on
it's
his
like
side.
these girls, some of them are doing some outlandish stuff to truly decent guys. So, but I mean, it depends on who you are as an individual too. But I just think for men and women, it's not okay to disrespect anybody.
Yes.
No,
It's
no
bad
gender
or
is
good.
mutually exclusive.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's basically it.
I agree. I feel like this has been a pretty long week and went through a lot of topics.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything else you want to say?
There's nothing else I really have to say. We've talked about 3 different topics. I don't want to go through everything because we definitely like want to come with more episodes.
Oh, we're definitely gonna make more.
Yeah.
This first setup, I'm digging this.
And it's getting warm outside. Like, we can have special guests.
Right.
Jahazel for sure, a few other people, and we have some like really juicy stuff coming. Me and Jameson are like working on a lot of things together. So we'll definitely like talk about that soon. But I'm excited for this summer. Like, I feel like this is our year. Like, I'm 26 now. I know I keep saying my age, but like, I'm 26 now. I feel like I'm very much more wise and just tapping into another level of maturity within myself. Jameson is 22. He's gonna be 23 soon. So
I'm pushing my Jordan year at
You know
some
what I'm
point.
saying?
So I don't. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna come with more stuff. You know, definitely comment. Let us know like what type of conversations you want to hear us talk about. And yeah, take it on to you.
And yeah, guys, I guess I'm gonna have to pull my sister out a couple more times, make more episodes with her.
What do I do? Am I good at like speaking?
Yeah, you got that like that podcast vibe to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I definitely, I'm feeling talking about. I mean, we talk about this anyway
We
on a
do.
daily. Like we be on the phone, like I said, for like 2-3 hours talking
Yes.
about anything, trying to get money, how to be
Yes.
better.
And it's just
all
us
that,
two
so
guys. So like,
It's just us.
it's just
yeah.
us. We don't have another sibling. So definitely, if you have siblings, like if you're on bad terms, talk to your siblings. That's all you have at the end of the day. If you don't have no friends, you have your family. So never be on bad terms because like
You need your people.
blood.
You need your people.
bro.
Seriously.
So yeah, definitely follow me, guys. Jada Laree, like I said. My name is Jada Laree on all platforms. Subscribe, follow my Instagram and my TikTok.
And yeah, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. And once again, tell us what topics you want to see. And yeah, until next time, guys, stay moving forward.